After the whole light the beam scenario, I thought the Kings were going to be contenders for years to come. But I feel like they went in too deep when they acquired DeMar DeRozan, traded for Zach LaVine, and lost De'Aaron Fox. Now, this team on paper is okay, but I feel like they just lack so much. I'm not sure where this team is going to be next year because the West is truly, truly a juggernaut, and we're going to have some fun times trying to get through and get ourselves into a playoff position. Now, the one thing we do have going for us is I'm pretty sure, actually, we don't. Actually, no, we own our first round pick next year. Okay, that's good. This year, obviously, we had to give it up. So next year, we do own our first round pick if we did want it to be bad. Sabonis is still an 88 overall. Levine's down, DeMar DeRozan's down, and Malik Monk's down. So the thing is, the Kings team, individually, these are good players. These four top of the range are good players. Like Malik Monk's a great six man. DeMar DeRozan in his prime was a great player. Zach LaVine is a very interesting and intriguing prospect. I still think he can offer a lot to this team, but potentially not a first option. And Sabonis, we all know what we get with Sabonis. Now, giving Schroeder a 3-year contract is definitely something. And they do have a couple of young guys coming through over the next few years, which should be interesting. So yeah, we're going to kind of fit this rotation, and I might see you guys at the deadline. We're probably going to trade away quite a few of these players. Not sure how many we're going to keep, but we're definitely going to try and head in a new direction. And I'm hoping to finish quite badly this year so we can get one of the top 3 prospects in this year's draft. So let's see how this goes. Here at the deadline, we're 27 and 25, and we're 11th in the conference, which obviously is not great. Like, this is what the West is going to be next year. You got so many teams contending, and yeah, the Kings are kind of in no man's land. So the Nuggets out of nowhere are playing really bad. I don't understand how they're that bad. Yeah, that's weird. This simulation is really weird. The Grizzlies apparently that bad too. So it's going to take a lot to get down to this sort of area. We could obviously try and finish 12th. And in the East, you've got, yeah, okay, so we're going to get probably we're still probably top 8, but I would like to try and get some more picks for maybe whatever we can sell off. At the moment, our rotation is this. And yeah, I really don't know what we're going to do. So, what are our finances looking like? Because we could potentially try and hit a front office, and finances are here. We could potentially try and trade away some of the players. So we could hit free agency and 26, 27. That could be a possibility. So we'll have Zach LaVine, maybe 27, 28 actually. Unless we try and move Zach LaVine. Like, I really want to move DeRozan. I don't think DeRozan's valuable on this team anymore. He's having an okay year, but yeah, I just think we can possibly get something for him. Malik Monk too, and then Schroeder we might try and move in the off season as well. So yeah, this is just a really weird team. There's a lot of guys that are going to be off the roster this year, but let's see what we can maybe find for a DeMar DeRozan. Maybe a contender wants him for the 2 years that he's got a contract. I don't know. I'll take draft picks and I'll take young players. Paul George. Wow. Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Williams and Jalen Smith. Now that is interesting, but I don't want to give up first. I don't want to give up any of our young players or give up any first. So yeah, that's okay. We can get Trae Young apparently, which that's very interesting. Wiggins, Mitchell, Colin Sexton and Grant Williams. We have to give up first, and we probably do have to give up first to get off this contract, but that's just we can trade DeMar DeRozan, we can get Jonathan Isaac and Wendell Carter. None of this really makes sense. We can get Gafford and Washington. That's definitely intriguing. We can get Keon Johnson and Terrence Mann. Yeah, I don't know. We can get a Sar Thompson. That's definitely not happening. So, yeah, we can get Devin Booker and a first round pick. Why are some of these trades being offered to us right now? None of this would actually be legitimate. So maybe it's an off-season thing where we try and trade DeRozan. Yeah, it might have to be an off-season thing. Do we just keep going and push through? I don't know. I don't even know. Like, none of these players really have any sort of value, which is kind of unfortunate. We can get Ross and Janai Broom, but we have to give up picks, which I really don't want to do. Okay, maybe we just wait till the off season and then figure it out then. I'm happy to potentially just give more minutes to some of the young guys. Like, we can definitely move Levine and move DeRozan to the bench, which is absolutely crazy, but he can still play like maybe 22 minutes a night. But let's see what Devin Carter can do with Zach LaVine at the 3. I think this is going to be a smart idea. And then let's give Malik Monk. He could win 6-man. He could definitely win 6-man. Okay, let's go 20, go 18, and then let's get Maxine Raymond in here instead of Eubanks, and then let's give Clifford some time too. So Clifford can get 8 and 6. Yeah, sure. Let's just get some of the young guys some minutes, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Wow, an eventful trade. We still somehow got 40 wins on the season, which is pretty crazy, but we finished as the 11th seed, so no playoffs for us. Shea MVP, Rookie of the Year goes to Cooper Flag. Tyler Hero, 6th player. Look, MVP is going to Shea in the West. Rookie of the Year going to a guy in the West. Tyler Hero, 6-man for whatever reason in the East. The West also have Wemby. And then most improved goes to Trace Jackson Davis. Clutch player goes to Jalen Brunson, and Chris Finch is your coach of the year. So no Malik Monk on any of these teams. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think we're going to get anyone on these teams at all. We don't. Okay, so we obviously missed the playoffs completely. Let's just have a look at our season stats breakdown. 17 from Levine, Savonis, 15 from DeRozan, 15 from Monk, Schroeder 12, Keegan Murray 12. Yeah, so like our primary guys, like they're not that bad. This list is just all over the place in terms of age and everything like that. So let's just see who wins this year. It's normally the Wolves and the Knicks, but it's the Wolves and the Cavs. And the Wolves get it done in 4. Anthony Edwards is your finals MVP. Cool. All right. So player retirements. There's a lot of retirees here. While Russ is on the 76ers, interesting. Chris Paul retires. Yeah, there's a lot of retirees here. DeMar DeRozan is retiring. I'm just going to override that because I don't think he would. Neither would Drew Holiday, I don't think. He can stay. Anyone else? No, that's good. Okay, let's go into draft lottery. So here is where I think we could potentially make a move and trade away DeMar DeRozan. I don't know if maybe the Thunder would be interested in getting DeMar DeRozan, but let's just have a look. So Wizards, we just jumped up to pick 2 from pick 12. Okay, that is insane. I never get that lucky. Never ever get that lucky. So wow. Okay. Now we have to try and bring back Doug Christie. So oh no, he's here. He is here. Okay, cool. So let's go to NBA draft and then kind of see what we can do here. Okay, so we're going to try and work out a trade here with the OKC Thunder, and we're going to work out a trade here with the Bulls as well. So I don't know. I've never really have done like a team trade like this before, but let's see if anyone's going to say yes. Okay, no one's going to say yes. All right, let's just get rid of that. Let's see if we can get a deal done here for Caruso and pick 10. They're going to say no. I'll ask for pick 14 instead. Okay, they agree. Okay, so we bring in Caruso, who we can flip, and we get another draft pick there. Anyone else that we want to trade right now to? Levine's obviously free agent, so we might not even bring him back. Sabonis we can keep around. I feel like he's just going to be our number 1 guy. Maybe we look to flip Caruso now as well. I don't even know what for. I kind of would like to get. Okay, let's just see if we can get like a late pick for Caruso. Not anything too crazy, but I'm sure we can find something. Like it's Alex Caruso at the end of the day. We just don't want this big contract to be on our books any longer. So the Wizards have picked 29. Obviously we can ask for like a couple other picks too. Like, do they have anything next year? They just have their first, and then we can ask for a 2028 pick too. And they don't really have any young players that I'd be willing to give a contract to. Maybe Crow Kispit wouldn't be too bad. No, we're not going to get Crow Kispit. Okay. Maybe just a first for Caruso is fine. There we go. Okay, cool. So we get 3 first-round picks now in this draft. So Darren Peterson goes number 1 overall. That means we can take AJ DeBancer here with number 2 because we take Cameron Bruiser. I think we took him in the Pacers rebuild a while ago. So let's go down to pick 14 here. Mikal Brown Jr. is here. Let's take Mikal Brown because we do need a point guard. And then Sokoa Pete goes, and then it's raining right now, just so you guys know. It is pouring down. And then let's take Michael Russo. Sounds like a decent player. Or Alex Conlon here. I don't really know. There's Caden Boozer, Michael Russo, Alex Condon. Let's take Michael Russo here, and then we also have a second, I think. So let's take Caden Boozer here with this pick. So we bring in 4 young guys to really kickstart this rebuild. It sounds really good for me. We're going to sign all these guys. Team player options. Levine's obviously going to decline, and Carter's going to accept qualifying offers. We're not going to offers Isaiah Stevens. We have to pay Keegan Murray now too, which is going to be interesting. So do we have money for a Luka Doncic? We have $30 million. If we want to just go big right now, we could definitely move on from some of the guys that we have and pair them with Sabonis. So that actually might not be a bad idea. We could definitely try and trade Schroeder. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can just like keep the Kings going, but do a little reset. Okay, so the Spurs are willing to give us a first-round pick for Schroeder for whatever reason. I feel bad because Schroeder gets traded everywhere, but he's the first piece to go here. So our roster next year right now is Carter and Mikal Brown, Malik Monk, DeBancer and Clifford, Michael Russo just on his own there, but I'm going to try and bring back Keegan Murray and Sabonis there too with Raymond. Okay, let's see if we can clear out any more money. Okay, I decided to do this more realistic and how the Kings actually probably would do it. So we brought back Keelan Ellis, we brought back Keegan Murray. Zach LaVine is a free agent. I don't know if he's restricted right now or if he's unrestricted. I did not check that. But some of these other young guys I want to bring back too. Okay, so Zach LaVine's gone. Zach LaVine is gone, which is fine. That's fine by me. Okay, so let's just bring back some of these other guys. So actually, Zach LaVine's still there. We can still offer Zach LaVine a contract. Let's just do like a 2-year deal. Yeah, 2-year deal with a team option on it. Let's just see if he'll agree to this. That will be fine if we get Zach LaVine. Okay, Zach LaVine, are you gonna sign with us or are you gonna go somewhere else? Okay, Zach LaVine agrees to sign with us on a much lower contract than what he had before. And then it's just Isaac Jones and Isaiah Stevens. So Isaac Jones, I really want to bring back. He's a 75 overall. So if we can sign him, I feel like that's okay. And then maybe we can try and bring in some other guys too. Because we've got AJ DeBancer and those types. So that's all we really need to worry about right now. Just developing those guys. So Isaac Jones is here. He wants about $4 million. We can only offer him 3. Okay, so let's just keep going here. Maybe to day 10 or day 8. I do want to bring him back actually. I feel like he's had a good off season. No, that's the wrong guy. Where did Isaac Jones go? There he is. Okay, so does he want to sign for this? We only can offer him that, but let's just see if we can sign him. And he agrees. Cool. And Isaiah Stevens comes back. So we didn't make any huge moves. We traded away some players and we brought in some young guys. So obviously Sabonis and Zach LaVine just have to be here till DeBancer just starts getting better. And Keegan Murray's down, which is a bit unfortunate. So this is more realistic to what the Kings would have done. I would have loved to bring in Luka or anyone like that, but we're just going to stick true to a rebuild. And I think at the deadline, we're going to try and trade Zach LaVine for something. And then maybe we move on from Sabonis next year. I would love to win a championship with Sabonis, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so we won 30 games this year. I couldn't find any trades for any of those guys at the deadline that I was talking about trading. So it's going to be a big off season for them. As you can see my puppy in the background. So Shea is your MVP. Cameron Boozer is your rookie of the year. Which is a shame because AJ was pretty good too. Josh Giddey, 6th player of the year. Still on the Bulls, sorry. D-Boy goes to Wemby. GG Jackson, most improved. Clutch player Jalen Brunson. Jason Kidd is your coach of the year. And I don't think we're going to get any Kings on any of these teams at all. We were bad this year. We were terrible. So we get AJ here on... So he was pretty good. Yeah, he was really good, not going to lie. We also get Mikael Brown Jr. there too, and that is it. So cool. We are obviously not in the playoff contention. I don't even know why I was looking. And then yeah, here are your points per game. AJ was great. Malik Monk, yeah. So it's Mikael Brown was still good, but we need to just develop some of these young guys still. Rebounds, assists, cool. All right. So this offseason is going to be a big one. It's going to be a fun one. If this rain will stop going absolutely mental outside. Cooper Flagg is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Jalen Brunson is your East, and the Mavs get it done in 5. So Anthony Davis is your Finals MVP. So maybe Mavs fans will be happy about the Luka trade then. So a lot of big retirees here. We'll let them all go. That's completely fine. Draft lottery. I don't mind slipping a little bit in this year's draft. Obviously, we got pick 2 last year, which was insane. So we end up with pick 8. Okay, so we fell a long way. That is rather unfortunate. That's a big fall. I thought we were meant to be in the top 5. But I said it. I said it. That was my fault. Staff signing. We'll keep Doug Christie around for 1 more year while we're rebuilding. And then I think when we're trying to be better, if he's not good, then that's okay. So obviously, we've got quite a few guys that are out of contracts. Tyron Stokes goes number 1 overall. And we need to look for a new shooting guard. So Jordan Smith Jr. is right here. Jackson Richardson's there too. Yeah, let's take Jordan Smith here. And then we have a pick in the 20s. So let's take Keon Anthony here, son of Carmelo Anthony. And then we have one more pick here. So let's take Elson Harrington as a backup point guard option. And then we have Dennis Bender as center. So 4 more young players to bring in, which is completely fine by me. Rookie signings, we'll sign all of them. That's completely fine. Team player options. So Levine, we're going to decline Levine. Monk, we're going to try and bring back on a cheaper contract. We'll keep everyone else here. That is completely fine by me. Okay, so qualifying offers, it's just Isaiah Stevens. Oh, damn, I was going to actually offer him that, but that's fine. So we've declined Zach LaVine, who still wants $30 million, and Malik Monk wants around 15 or 16. So what is this looking like next year? So we have Carter and Ellis. So Ellis, we can definitely switch. I think Keon Ellis would be better suited as a shooting guard anyway, because he's more of a defensive player. So Mikael Brown, Carter off the bench, Ellis, and then Jordan Smith can probably start straight away next year, which is fine by me. DeBancer, Clifford, Keegan Murray, Isaac Jones, Sabonis, and Russo or Ronald, whoever wants that spot. So we don't have much money. We have $14 million. Unless we want to renounce the rights on all these guys, which I actually think we're going to. Let's decline all these options and let's see how much money we have once we get rid of this huge cap space. Okay, cool. So Malik Monk is gone. Zach LaVine is gone. And we have about $14 million. Unless we want to clear up some cap space and try and get someone else to come in and help this team. So I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not. Keegan Murray's fine. Keon Ellis is okay and all. Is anyone making like big money down here that we probably aren't going to keep any longer? Probably not, but that's fine. Okay, that's cool. So what do we really need? We can try and get a shooting guard, and yeah, probably just a shooting guard would be okay. So we can actually bring back Malik Monk still. Maybe we just do a 2-year deal, 16.5 with a team option just for 1 more year. So we have someone scoring off the bench. I'm not sure if he's going to accept that or go somewhere else. He has played at the Kings for... Okay, so he accepts that. That's completely fine by me. And is there anyone else? Maybe like a power forward. Oh, not really. Not really at all. Nick Richards is here. There's Stewart, Bol, Precious. Nah. There's no one really. Najee Marshall wouldn't be too bad. Can definitely trade him if we need to. Isaiah Joe's there too. Okay, so let's try and bring in Najee Marshall as like a vibes guy. Let's kind of give him similar contract to Malik Monk, and he does agree. Okay, perfect. So I'm actually excited for this team next year. I don't think we're going to win anything, but I'm hoping Sabonis... We were going to look to trade Sabonis, weren't we? I don't know if I want to trade Sabonis, but he's going to regress and he's on a lot of money. This frees up a heap of money for us if we can turn this around and trade him right now. So yeah, there's no one really out there that I would want to bring in. Like OG could be kind of fun off the bench. He's out of contract next year, and we get Mitchell Robinson as a backup center, but he'd actually be our starting center. We have to give up Mikal Brown Jr. though, which I don't really want to do. Most of these others we have to give up a first round pick. Can bring in Dejounte Murray. He's out of contract next year. So it's a bonus though, but we get a lottery protected Pelicans pick. We get Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren would be kind of fun. Sabonis for Duren. He fits our timeline really well. We have to give up Najee Marshall, who we just signed for Kelly Oubre, which I don't hate. I feel like in the NBA, this trade would never get done, but in 2K, he's such a good player that I actually am considering. Okay, let's do this trade. Let's do this trade. Let's go big. Jalen Duren fits our timeline a lot better. He's a lot younger. Kelly Oubre is just the vet off the bench. Sorry, Najee Marshall. Actually, is there anyone we can... I don't really want Kelly Oubre, but you have to give up Kelly Oubre, I guess. Is there anyone else we can give you? Can we throw in like a... We'll throw in Harrington, and we'll throw in Bender as well to get this done. I don't know if they'll agree. They want Najee Marshall. They really like Najee Marshall. Is there anyone else we'll give up in this trade too? No one I really want to give up. Like, I'll give up future seconds as well. See if that gets done. If they don't want to do that. How about a third second? No. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, so let's try this again. I don't really want to give up Najee Marshall. I really don't want to give up Najee. Oh, why did I just do that? Why did I just do that? I was thinking about Najee Marshall. I don't know what's worth doing this. I do like Jalen Duren. Okay, so if we take this off and this off, how far? They're $4 million away, so we can probably get this done. I'll take AJ Griffin instead. Why is AJ Griffin that many stars? Okay. Yeah, this is tough. I like Jordan Smith. I like Keon Anthony. Okay, I guess it might just have to be Najee Marshall. That's fine. We'll do this trade. They don't want to do it now. Keon Anthony for Benny Stiers. No, but we'll give you Bender in this trade. No, we're not doing this now. Okay. That's crazy how 2K does this. You literally agree to whatever their trade was, and then they just throw it away like that. Okay, there we go. Jalen Duren and Najee Marshall for Kelly Oubre. Forget what I just said. And our team is now a bit younger, and I think it suits us a bit better. I like this trade. I like this team a lot. So player progression now. We have a lot of greens. So AJ's up to an 88. Jalen Duren and Carter. Yeah, this team hopefully is going to be... I want to be like middle next year because we own our first round pick. We're only second too. And yeah, now we don't really have many OG Kings on the team anymore. And we have to actually cut some players. Oh, okay. So let's get rid of Dennis Bender. And then I think we should get rid of Elson Harrington here. Does someone want to give us like a bad pick for him? Or just like a second or something? Because like I don't want a player, but we might have to take on a player. I don't want to go up first either. Okay, let's just waive him. Thanks Elston, but it's time to go. See you next time. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Let's just see how this next season goes. I don't care if we're in the middle. I think we can retain a lot of these players. And yeah, I'm soon. Cooper Flag MVP, Rookie of the Year goes to Caleb Wilson, Josh Giddey 6th player, Depoy Wemby, Nate Ament most improved, clutch player John Morant, Jason Kidd is your coach of the year. So we're okay. We're not amazing, not like super good at all. We're just okay. So we end up as the 6th seed actually. So better than exceeded most expectations. So AJ, Mikal Brown, and Jalen Duren, the new big three here in Sacramento, are doing their thing. Rebounds, assists. So yeah, could we upset the OKC Thunder? That's the question. I don't know if we're going to be able to because they're such a good team. They have the three-time MVP now. And yes, just such a good team. They have Elijah Arenas as well. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. Wow. Game 5 goes to them. And Game 6 goes to them. So we get eliminated. I didn't want to change the team or anything, We just want some playoff experience, and then we can go again next year. So Wemby and Luka now on the Bulls, and the Spurs win it all. Wemby is your finals MVP. So Luka went over to the East. Interesting. A heap of retirees here. An insane amount of retirees. That's crazy. So draft lottery. Like, our pick is not going to be super valuable this year, but it's going to be something. I don't think we're even in the lottery. We are going to be picking at did we trade our pick? Or am I just dumb? 21. We're going to be trading at 21. Staff signing. Look, I like Doug Christie and all, but I think we're just going to let him go. And we're going to try and bring in like a Tyronn Lue if we can, but we don't really have much budget. Jason Kidd, Steve Kerr, anyone else? JJ Redick would be kind of fun. Greg Popovich, Ime Udoka. And yeah, let's just see if we land one of these guys. If not, that would be a travesty. Okay, damn. Okay, so we get JJ Redick or Ime Udoka. I'm thinking let's go JJ Redick. Let's go JJ Redick. I don't get JJ Redick too much, but we get Ime or Tyronn Lue quite a bit. So at least we got someone. All right, picking at pick 21 here. This is going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to try and trade anyone. We don't really have tradable contracts right now. Everyone's kind of expired. So let's take this Kimasoko guy here. And then we have a second rounder. So let's take Andre Harrison here too. So didn't really take too much time on those guys because I don't think they're going to play. Rookie signing, we'll sign them both. Team player options. So Malik Monk, I think we can try and bring him back on a cheaper contract. That wouldn't be too bad. AJ, Clifford and Russo we're going to bring back. So yeah, that's fine. We'll see if we can bring back Malik Monk on the less offer. So there's a couple of guys we're going to have to bring back here too. So hopefully I don't want too much money. Otherwise that would be rather unfortunate. So Devin Carter wants about $24 million. And I'm saying that's probably not going to happen. Keon Ellis wants about 22. That's also probably not going to happen, even though he's such a good guard. Okay, let's give him like a 2-year team option again, like we did last time. Isaac Jones, like he's fine for us. So let's see if we can lock him up on a smaller contract. And that should be fine. So Malik Monk will actually hold on to. Let's see if we can offer him something while we're here. So can we even sign Monk? That's going to be the question, because he might actually take over from Carter, which is going to be wild. So let's see. Can we sign Monk to a lesser contract, or does he want about the same or more? He probably wants more. So he wants about $18 million a year. He's such a good 6-man that okay, we'll go 2 years again, team option, and we can kind of control this while we're here. So he's going to agree. Isaac Jones is going to agree. Malik Monk's going to agree, which is fine. So make sure we sign all of those guys, and then it's just Maxine Raymond, who we have here as the backup center. So let's just lock him up as well, and he does agree. So cool. Our team next year is going to be God, we don't actually, did we renounce the rights on Devin Carter? Was I that stupid that we just renounced the rights on Devin Carter? I think we just did. I was going to actually bring him back, but I don't think we can now. Devin Carter, sign. We can't. Okay, we can't sign Devin Carter. That is a big shame. So who wants to be our backup point guard this year? Damn, we don't really have many options. I guess we can try and trade for a point guard. Mikal Brown's fine as our starting point guard. But, I mean, we have Kelly Oubre's contract. Is there anyone here that we want to try and get as a backup point guard while we can? Yeah, some of these guys are a bit older. Or we're probably not going to be able to get with just this contract. Alvarado is interesting. I kind of want someone that's like signed for a few years or has some team control. But none of these guys really fit the bill for what I'm looking at. Like Dylan Mingo could be interesting, but he hasn't even played yet. Do we want like I think we want like a veteran or like someone that can play a little bit more than what we need. So maybe we just hold on to this. Is there any actual trades that we can pull off while we're here? So we need a point guard. Malik Monk and Ellis are great while Jordan Smith is still developing. Yeah, Kelly Oubre's money can definitely be traded. There's a lot of money just like floating around. Okay, what if we did trade Malik Monk with Kelly Oubre? Is there anything we can get in this sense for like a point guard, or we can get Dyson Daniels? That actually would be kind of fire. That's an upgrade on Keon Ellis. I would trade Keon Ellis in this sense. Colin Sexton, like he's a bit younger than Malik Monk, which is probably good. Mikal Bridges, Austin Reeves, Aaron Gordon. None of this really fits what I like. I don't hate this Dyson Daniels trade at all. But I'd like to keep Michael Russo. We can throw in Keon Ellis. How much money are they over? $7 million more. Slide us back. I don't really know. Like Asanuel. Would you slide us back, Asanuel? All this. I'll even throw in like I'll throw in our first next year. Lottery protected. They want Maxime Raymond and they will give us Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I don't want to do that. But we can throw in this Harrison guy. They say no. They want Michael Russo. I don't really want to give up Michael Russo. We'll throw in this power forward instead. Sure. No, they want Nick Clifford now for Sadiq Bey. I don't want to do that. Okay. So it's a 2032. I guess we can just do a 2032 swap. That's kind of fine. And we get Asanuel. So I'm throwing in a first. Dyson Daniels is a huge upgrade on Keon Ellis. I'm going to do this trade. They're not going to do this trade? Wow. Okay. Oh, wait. I think we can flip Alexander Walker. Okay. We're doing this trade. That's a huge trade. And then Alexander Walker, let's just flip for another point guard option if we can. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I don't know if there's any Malik Thomas. Might not be too bad. Backup point guard. They will give us back Malik Monk and a first round pick. That is actually nuts. I didn't want to do that at all. So let's just do this trade. We give up a second, but we get Malik Thomas. So that's fine. Yeah, this roster definitely took a massive twist right now, but I'm excited for it. Let's see if we can sign anyone else while we're here. I don't think there's anyone that's going to really break. I mean, Wiggins would be kind of fire. Let's bring in Wiggins. Cool, as a vibes guy. And let's see if we can bring back Caden Boozer. And I think this team is going in the right direction. AJ is going to lead us next year with Jalen Duren and Mikal Brown. And now we just have like a really good defensive guard next to him in Dyson Daniels. So it's a big contract to take on, but I'm excited for this next year. Let's see how it goes. Cooper Flag goes back to back with most valuable players. Rookie of the year goes to Baba Olajuwon, whoever that is. Josh Giddey, 6th player of the year. Depoy goes to Wemby. Kareem Lopez, most improved. And clutch player goes to Tyler Hero. AJ DeBenza is here on all NBA first team, which is lovely to see. And that's all we get on, which is completely fine. And that's it. Cool. All right. So we are the 4th seed here. Definitely taking steps forward, lunges forward even. They're your points per game. They're your rebounds. There's your assists. Cool. We draw the Clippers. And the Clippers have now Tyler Hero, Jaden Ivey. Kawhi is still playing. John Collins, Zubac, and Gigi Jackson. Yeah, cool. All right, let's see what happens here. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to the Clippers. Okay, so we didn't get out there in a sweep. But instead, we choke a 3-0 lead here. Okay, let's shorten this down and see what they want to do. Let's see if we can get out of this one alive. We do. Okay, so now we draw the Mavs, and I don't have any confidence coming up against the Mavs here, who still have... they have Cam Christie now instead of Max Christie. AJ Johnson, Gafford still, Max Christie. Okay, they have a very interesting team. Very deep team. All right, Game 1 against the Mavs goes to them. Game 2 goes to them. I don't think we're going to get a single win here. Game 3 and Game 4 goes to us. All right, there's still hope. There's still hope. Game 5, we lose. Okay, there's no hope. There's no hope. Cooper Flag averaging a double-double, going up against Trae Young and the Mavs sweep and winning 4. Cooper Flag as your finals MVP. All right, so Kyrie ends up calling it quits there after winning one more. Steph goes. Drew Holiday, Paul George, Clint Capella. Loss of legends there. I don't know why I said Clint Capella and legends, even though Capella's a good player. It's not a legend. All right, so we are not getting any picks inside the lottery here. Our pick is going to San Antonio at 29. I don't know why that is. I completely forgot. Staff signing, we'll keep JJ Redick around. He had a good first year as coach. And I'm just hoping for mostly just player development this year. I don't think we're going to really take much into consideration. Take Timothy Bernard here. And let's just take another power forward. Probably guys that we will not sign or that won't play for us at all. So let's just sign this guy to a two-way. Yeah, Timmy can just be signed. That's fine. Team player options. We're going to bring everyone back here. Jalen Duren declined, so we're going to have to pay Jalen Duren the big bucks. And Clifford and Boozer and Newell. Damn. Okay. This is going to get expensive. So Keegan Murray also wants a contract too. So the first guy we're going to sign here definitely is Jalen Duren. We'll give him the full 5 years. He's going to be the guy that we're going to keep. So let's just lock him up, or let's just sign him. Cool. All right, Nate Clifford is our guy off the bench. He's our 6th man at the moment. So let's do a 3-year deal for him, $19 million a year. And he is going to not say yes. He's going to sign now. Cool. Keegan Murray, though, we're trading away all the Kings, which is really unfortunate. Asanua can definitely be that guy for us. I guess we will sign Keegan Murray to like a 2-year team option. And let's just give him 1 more year to kind of prove himself. We might boost his shot tendency up a little bit while we can here as well. He's going to sign. And then Asanua and Cameron and Caden Boozer. Let's just sign both these guys to these small contracts because they're important to the team. So Caden Boozer is going to sign and Asanua will sign. So we get all our guys back. We get all our guys back and locked up. So we have Mikal Brown Jr. and Caden Boozer. We have Dyson Daniels and Jordan Smith Jr. We have Debansa and Clifford. We have Keegan Murray and Asanuo. We could definitely trade away some of these other guys now to kind of free up some money for next year. So let's actually do that now. I think let's move on from Isaac Jones here, who's earning a fair bit of money because Aaron Wiggins is going to be next off the bench. So the Bucks will give us some picks. Sure, we'll take that. And then who else can we move on from while we're here? So both these guys are fine. I guess we'll just keep them both. And then I like Timmy. I like Timmy. We'll keep Timmy around. And then maybe Malik Thomas we can move on from. I guess we'll see who kind of develops more out of these two. Cool. And can anyone sign contract extensions for next year now? Michael Russo can. He wants about $16 million a year. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I think we're just going to go into player progression. Honestly, this team hopefully is going to just keep developing. And yeah, we got 490 overalls now. That is nuts. Okay, there's a lot of green on the screen, which I still love. Let's just stop here if we can and see if we can. Okay, we can't actually sign them. Let's just go all the way down here to where we can set up the next season and see if we can sign anyone. And we're not going to be able to. Okay, that's fun. So now we're into the next season. I should have stopped before, but that's fine. Let's just see if we can extend any of these guys. And then I don't think I'm going to stop the deadline. I'm probably going to see you guys at the end of the year. So let's have a look and see contracts. Where is it? Contract extensions. We're just on it. And no one's eligible yet. Okay, that's fine. So we'll go a 10-man rotation. Cale Brown Jr., Dyson Daniels. Yeah, I think this is pretty fine. I think we need a backup power forward though. So, okay. I don't think Keon Anthony's going to play for us, unfortunately, this year. Actually, we need Asa Newell in there. That's who we needed. Okay, so we'll go 16 minutes to Newell, 12 to Boozer, 10 to Russo. We'll go 18 to Clifford, and then we'll go 20 to Jordan Smith. 32, 32. We'll go 30. 30. We'll go 34 to the big guys. So Cooper Flagg is a Triple Crown MVP now. Jamal McKnight is Rookie of the Year. 6-player Dash Daniels there. Armin Thompson Depoy. Most Improved CJ Rosser. Cooper Flag Clutch Player. And Coach of the Year goes to Quinn Snyder. So the Jazz are here too, which is actually terrifying for us. AJ on second team there. And Mikal Brown Jr. Okay, so both those guys are going to get paid this year, which is going to be pretty scary for us. That's a lot of money that's going to be thrown around. So they were the 1 seed. Wow, we are the 4 seed. All right, that's crazy. They're your points per game. There are your rebounds, and there's your assists. So we're going to have to pay some big money this year. Who do the Utah Jazz have? They just kind of develop their players. That's insane. When we did the Jazz video, Keontae George was not that type of player. All right, so we're coming up against the Clippers again, who have Jared McCain now. Interest here. Are we going to get out in a sweep? We win in 5, and now we draw the 1 seed Utah Jazz. Okay, this is going to be insanely interesting. Let's just drop this to a 9-man rotation and see what they want to do. Can we get through this game? Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to them. Game 6 goes to us. Okay, so now we draw the 3-seeded Dallas Mavericks, who obviously lost Kyrie, but they still have Cooper Flag and AD and Lively, man. And Gafford's still there. So I don't actually know what I'd do in a new Mavs sort of rebuild, but Cooper Flag obviously is just that guy. So we're down. It's 2-2. It's 3-2 in favor of the Mavs. Let's see if we can just win this. If not, okay, we lost in 6. Okay, so obviously Cooper Flag coming up against the Celtics. And the Celtics get it done. Jeremiah Fears is your finals MVP. Okay, cool. So the Mavs lose. Reigning MVP loses. Lots of retirees here. Let's head to draft lottery. And then we're going to have to figure out what we want to do with this team, because we're going to have to pay a lot of players this year, which is going to be rough on the financials. So we are going to have to give up. Oh, we have pick 26. Okay, cool. So staff signing. I think we're going to keep JJ Redick around. I don't think we're going to make any changes there. And then we'll go through to the NBA draft. So we can just pick up a random player, unless we just wanted to save some money and trade this. Just trade these picks for future picks. I don't want to give up. Okay, yeah, we'll do this trade with Boston. Cool. All right, let's just go to the end of this. Don't really want to draft, but we will see what happens in the team player options. So we'll bring back all these guys. Keegan Murray, like, that's a lot of money. I think we're actually, well, we'll accept that and see if we can do a trade. I kind of want to keep him around because he's going to be the guy that is the only king that's left on this team. So we're going to have to pay Mikal Brown, AJ DeBanza, and Russo. This is going to be big money. This is going to be huge money. So AJ DeBanza, we're going to pay the same as what we did Jalen Duren. And he is going to agree to that, which is cool. And then we're going to have to work out who's going to leave and who's... Okay, so Mikal Brown Jr. has been offered. We actually can't pay for him right now. Oh, God. Okay, what is our salary cap sitting at? I'm not sure how to actually read these, but I'm going to flip Cameron Johnson here because we need $6 million off the books, basically. I'll literally just take a very, very future first round pick for that. Okay, can we potentially afford him, or do we have to move on from Dyson Daniels? That's the question. We can afford him now. Is he going to accept, though? That's going to be the thing. Let's just renounce the rights on these trade exceptions. We don't need those. And we don't need that guy either. I don't think we need Malik Thomas either. But let's see if we can just keep him around first. So is he going to sign, or is he going to be a pain in the butt? Okay, so he does sign, and we have a little bit of money, a little bit of room left over. So Michael Russo, we can't actually sign him to that, or Malik Thomas. So we can clear out a little bit more money if we wanted to. I think we might have to. So Aaron Wiggins, let's just look if we can get just like some draft capital. I don't really care too much. Does anyone have any cap space? The Suns have cap space. Let's just keep this one. Is there any other money or anything we can free up here? So I don't know if Keon Anthony is going to actually play for us, but I'd like to keep him around a little bit longer. And then like maybe we could just we're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep Isaac Jones just so we have someone there, and then we'll do a trade with the Bucks here. Okay, does that free up enough money to sign Michael Russo at least? It does. Is he going to accept? He is. He's going to. Okay, cool. So let's round our eyes on these trade exceptions. And I don't know if we're going to be able to bring back Malik Thomas. He's not really needed. So, like, it's not super important, but he is restricted. So he should come back on the cap hold. I'm assuming he's going to come back on the cap hold on the qualifying offer. But I guess we'll see. And he doesn't. Okay, that's fine. So next year, it's going to look a little bit different. So we're going to bring Michael Russo back to the backup power forward spot. And then, yeah, we should be good. So there's a lot of player progression here. That is nuts. That is lovely to see. So hopefully we're back next year. We'll back to winning MVP. Rookie there goes to Silas Demary. Dash Daniels is your sixth player again. Wemby is your depoy. Most improved Cameron Holmes. And Mikael Brown Jr. is your clutch player of the year. Love to see it. Quinn Snyder is your coach of the year. So we were equal there on 58 wins. Do we get anyone? We don't get any Kings on NBA first team or second team or third team. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. But we are the 2 seed, which each year that's a bit more progressive, which is lovely to see. So points per game, rebounds, assists, there it's good. So we draw OKC, who still have a very good team. That's a very, very strong team. So let's see if we can get out there, and we end up sweeping. And now we draw the Spurs, who obviously still have Dylan Harper and Wemby and Stephon Castle there as a 95. So let's kind of see what happens. So we get through, and okay, we clean sweep them. And now we draw the Golden State Warriors, who upset the Jazz, and they have a very interesting team. Wow, yeah, very interesting. Still have Kuminga on the team, which is like good to see, I guess, because Kuminga's been rumored to be going other places. Okay, this is a piss take, right? Drop this to an 8-man rotation. We'll reset the list a little bit, and let's see, can we simulate the game, and can we come back from 3-1 down? Because this is very concerning if we can't get this over the line. Okay, that was a close one. Let's just keep resetting and keep pushing. This would be a light the beam special right here. We can actually knock off the Warriors, or it would be a massive choke if we lose. So it's back and forth, and okay, so we force a game 7 here. And let's just see, can our guys pull through for us? In the final game here, we're actually at home, so can we do it? The beam is nice and bright in the night sky. Can we come home strong? And we lose, bro. Are you kidding? Cameron Holmes in the Melo Ball in the finals, and the Warriors go on to win it all. Wow. Okay. I feel like that was our opportunity. Okay, this is going to be the last year of this. We get 17 Milwaukee, and we also have our own pick there at 29. Okay, so I'm going to keep JJ Redick as the coach. NBA draft time. We're going to have to extend some players this offseason too, which is going to cost us a fair bit. So let's just take Nathan Gray here, and then let's we're probably not even going to sign these rooks, let's be honest. Let's just go to the end here. So I guess $7 million or $11 million. We'll sign Nathan Gray, but we won't accept the other 2. Team player options, no one's here. But qualifying offers, yeah, Jordan Smith and Keon Anthony are going to want big money, which is going to be very scary for us. A lot of players want big money. Oh my God. Okay, this is going to be fun to work out, because Jordan Smith and Keon Anthony aren't going to get that from us unless we think we can move on from Dyson Daniels, which, oh, that's going to be interesting. So Keon Anthony, 11 points. Jordan Smith, I think Jordan Smith's a tiny bit better. So let's see if we can sign Jordan Smith on, like he's going to be our starter next year, I guess. Let's see if we can offer him that, and he's going to agree to that. So who can we say goodbye to? Unfortunately, it's going to be Isaac Jones and, yeah, Maxime Raymond. Like, most of these guys are hopefully going to come back on the QOs, but I don't know if they will. So can we sign back Dyson Daniels? We can't. We can't even on any of that money. So unfortunately, Dyson Daniels is going to be gone. But the other guys, do we just renounce the rights on and hope? Will they come back on the qualifying offers? I don't know. But Dyson Daniels is gone, unfortunately. Maxime Raymond, we'll see if we can get him back on that. That's cool. And then Asa Newell, will bring him back as well on a little bit less. Cool. All right. And Keon Anthony, We don't have enough money. We don't have enough money. None in the bank. So I'm hoping he comes back. Otherwise, it's gonna be terrible for us. Let's do like a 2-year deal. We really don't have anywhere near enough money for this, do we? Damn. Okay. Okay. Let's just hope he comes back on the qualifying offer. Otherwise, it's gonna be rough for us. But I think he was a first-round pick, so we should. Okay, he's gone. Oh, this game is rough sometimes. Okay, so yeah, we have a really interesting team, that's for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna go through with the rest of this. We lost Dyson Daniels and Keon Anthony. Oh, not Keon Anthony. Yeah, Keon Anthony. So I guess we'll see what happens. Oops, I don't want to do that. So I want to see player progression. Cooper Flag wins his 5th MVP in this video. Billy Richmond Rookie of the Year, 6-player co-op, Wemby Depoy, Keon Anthony is your most improved. that hurts. Jokic Clutch Player, Coach of the Year goes to Quinn Schneider. Yeah, cool. We get AJ DeBancer on second team. Yeah, cool. All right, so we are the 3 seed this year. Let's have a quick look at our season stats for you guys. There's your points per game, rebounds, assists. Cool. All right. Let's see if we can get past the Timberwolves, and we do in 6. And now we draw the 2-seeded Dallas Mavericks, who obviously each year somehow keep building these insane teams. They have Pele Larson. They have Miles Turner with Daniel with AD there, and we're about to get swept by the Dallas Mavericks. That's actually nuts, bro. Can we somehow come back? They want to start Michael Russo over Asa Newell. That's insane how the guy's fallen this far. And 2K just hates us, bro. 2K just hates us. The Jazz coming up against the Pistons, and the Jazz win it all. Ace Bailey is your finals MVP. I mean, we made the Kings more competitive. We rebuilt them. They're definitely going to be up there for years to come. I think this last offseason just really put a dent in everything, but I'll catch you guys in the next video.